Everyone, welcome to our Facebook and Instagram Live. I am super excited to chat with all of you. It has been a very long time. How's everyone doing? I'm just going to get us set up on Facebook and Instagram here. Give me 1 second. Hey, Elvitanza, how are you? How's everyone doing? Are we surviving? Are we thriving? What is going on? How's everyone doing? Hey, hey. How's all of you guys doing? Awesome. Well, we are going to talk tonight all about COVID-19, how it affects the fashion industry, and how you can actually prosper and not panic. I know this is not a good time for a lot of people, and so I want to instill some hope, some aspirations, all that good stuff. Hopefully we don't have any issues, technical issues. I know a lot of people are going live. And Facebook has been acting up. Hey, Shop, Recover, Repeat. How are you? All right, Facebook. Let's go, people. Hey, how's everyone doing? Facebook is not working, people. What is going on? All right, let's try this one more time, people. I don't know why everyone decides that they need to change all of their apps in the beginning of 2019. Everything changed. Why? Can someone tell me? I would love to know. Hey, how's everyone doing? Mila3849, thanks for joining. We're just getting it set up here on Facebook. Here we go, finally. Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's Facebook and Instagram Live. I'm Christine Daal from Fashion Angel Warrior, and tonight we are going to talk about COVID-19, how it's affecting the fashion industry, and how you can prosper instead of panic. Awesome. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining. I'm super excited. I hope that all of you are alive and well and not going insane from this quarantine that's going on. Hey, So Chic Petite, how are you? Nice to see so many people joining. Hey, Mindy, thanks for joining. Ben X Teal, am I pronouncing that correctly? I apologize. So keep in mind, as we go along, give me your hearts, give me your thumbs up. I love it. It's like oxygen to me. I need it, guys. If you've got questions, comments, whatever, throw it down there so I can see them. Hey, Kevin, how are you? Yes, we are making this all about positivity. I am not about fear, hence the name of our Facebook group, The Fearless Fashionpreneur. We are fearless. Warriors are fearless. That is why my fashion company is called Fashion Angel Warrior. Hey, Jack Sadisy, how are you? Keep in mind also, if you're on Instagram, this will only last for 24 hours in our stories. So if you did miss it or want to see more of these fun Facebook Live informative videos, hop on over to our Facebook group, Fearless Fashionpreneur, where we go live every Tuesday. And all of the replays are up there as well. So there's literally over 85 videos in there for you to watch. That's got to be like 40 hours worth of free information, which is just insane. So let's get started, guys. So obviously, first off, my hearts and my prayers go out to all of those that are being directly affected by COVID-19. I realize that a lot of people are severely ill, people are dying, so our hearts and prayers go out to them first and foremost. But for the rest of us who are left wondering, how can we possibly navigate these crazy, crazy uncertain times, I'm here to tell you this is not the time to panic. This is the time to prosper. And I realized a couple days ago, maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago now, that during the recession of 08, 09, when people were frantic, when people were panicking, when people were worried about their financial situation, the stock market was crashing, the housing market crashed. And I ended up actually financially flourishing during this time when a lot of people did not. And part of it, I swear, it was due to my mindset. I just had the mindset that, you know what? This is something I am not going to participate in. I'm not going to participate. Yeah, it's going on with the entire world. Yeah, I'm stuck at home. But you do not have to participate. And if you declare that over your life and you believe that in your heart, I promise you will actually prosper. Psalm 91:3 says, He will deliver us from deadly diseases. That is exactly what we're going through right now, and it's in the Bible. We have nothing to fear. God is our protector. God is our healer. He is there for you. And so I want to instill a lot of hope, a lot of inspiration, and encouragement for all of you tonight. Yes, Mindy flourished as well. I love it. Hey, Naima, how are you? I love all the comments coming in, guys. Mindy, okay, yes, your career is taking a different turn. Awesome. I would love to hear more about that. Yes, mindset is key. Shop, recover, repeat. Thanks so much. Kevin, yes, you can ask questions at any time. Just keep in mind, I'm going to go through what I want to talk about, and I'll try to get to your question probably at the end or as we're going along. If it pertains to what we're actually talking about, I will definitely answer it. So today we're going to discuss how COVID-19 affects the fashion industry and the changes that are happening daily. The two biggest concerns I've been hearing from most of my fashion brands and what they're facing right now. 4 marketing examples of how brands are actually making themselves stand out from the competition during this time. We're going to talk about what you should actually be focusing on right now as a small fashion business in order to prosper and come out ahead at the end of this, and what to do if you were planning to launch, as well as 10 ways to support others, including small businesses that especially need it during this time, as well as some predictions and so much more. So thanks everyone for joining. I hope you are ready to take some notes because I'm going to go super fast. I've got a lot of information to cover. So number 1, what's kind of currently happening with COVID, the coronavirus, and the fashion industry? So right now they're predicting that the impact will be 16% across all businesses, including apparel, but it could jump as high as 45% negative impact on businesses. Trade shows have been canceled, markets have been canceled, obviously a lot of events have been canceled because of all the shutdowns. Italy is almost completely shut down. India just announced a couple days ago they're going to lock down for 21 days until April 14th. China is now actually slowly coming back to work, so they were able to kind of contain it as much as possible and get everyone back to sort of a normal pace. So they're slowly coming back to work and things are going to start slowly shipping out. Domestic factories, for the most part, are closed unless they're making masks, or they're kind of down to a skeleton workforce of about a 25%, employee ratio there of how many employees can come in. Retailers are getting scared. They're canceling orders. I heard $1.5 billion worth of orders were canceled to Bangladesh alone. And who knows how many others for all the other countries. Gildan Activewear has now temporarily halted all of the production at all their manufacturing plants. Primark has canceled all of its orders. H&M is laying off tens of thousands of workers. So now is not a great time for fashion. But keep tuning in because I'm going to give you some hope. My clients are having direct issues. I have one client that was prepared to launch a Kickstarter campaign at the end of March. That has now been put on hold. I have another client that was getting his fabrics from Italy that we now had to actually pay up front and in full for fabric, which typically you don't have to do, but this was his production bulk fabric we were ordering. And in order to get it to come before they started shutting down, we had to literally pay up front to get all of his fabric to come in. I have another client, her photo shoot location, which the photo shoot happened about a week ago, literally got canceled the night before the shoot because of all the lockdown and quarantine going on. We literally did a Zoom fitting, my first ever Zoom fitting, where the model fit on herself today. Literally, we were doing this with 6 people on the Zoom call because we can't be there in person, right? And we even had to send her like an unopened box of safety pins, like we're taking extra precautions. So it's definitely getting harder to conduct business as normal, obviously. I have another brand that I know that just did a Kickstarter at the end of last year and was supposed to be shipping her bags to her consumers now and had to pivot because her bags were being made in China and she couldn't get everything in time because it was stuck in customs due to coronavirus. Then now she had to pivot and start having an LA manufacturer make her bags. And that was about a month or 2 months ago when it started hitting really bad in China. So obviously a lot is going on. New York City, which is where I'm located, is set to peak in about 40 days. I'm hoping that number definitely drastically goes down. But the good news is the money that could have been spent, that consumers could have spent on entertainment because of all these markets and trade shows and pop-ups and all these things being canceled, hopefully and will continue to shift towards product. And actually a recent consumer survey said that as a result of the coronavirus, 21% said they're shopping online more frequently. Amazon has actually experienced a huge surge in orders. They intend to hire 100,000 extra workers in the United States alone. And people are still buying online. I mean, especially now more than ever, no one wants to leave their house. No one wants to go anywhere. So you're trying to have everything delivered to you, right? And so I have a question for all of you guys. What have you actually purchased online in the last 2 weeks? I would love to know. Type it in the comments. I would love to hear from all of you. Hey, Stacy. Hi, Matthew, Tara, Angela. How are you? Dominica. Hey. So what have you guys been purchasing? Because I'm a little curious. I myself have actually purchased in the last 2 weeks a book, a bra, a t-shirt, a blouse, perfume, a toy for my friend, and my hubby actually purchased a monitor, which he's going to be reimbursed from his company because now he's actually working at home and needs the monitor. Food, a mattress. Rakina, nothing. Oh my gosh, I'm so surprised you have ordered nothing. Computer charger. Hey, Flo. Ciao, Bella. How are you? Los Angeles Apparel is capitalizing on the situation by selling 3 face masks for $30. Okay, that's very interesting information. Thank you for sharing. Angela, everything. I bought a new computer, kids item, hard to find food items. Awesome. Okay. Vitamins, Elvitanza, Shop Recover Repeat, home decor, pet supplies, makeup. So clearly, if all of us are still continuing to buy stuff online, other people are going to continue to buy stuff online as well. Tara, pool parts, dog collar, lace. Okay. Dresses and boots. So people aren't just buying Jenga. That's hilarious. I love it. People aren't just buying, necessities necessarily. People are still trying to go about their daily lives. So I do have a prediction that online sales are going to soar, but we're going to talk about that at the end. Okay, so what should you actually be focusing on right now? Hey, Paul, what should you be focusing on right now in order to come out ahead? We're going to talk about 11 things. First off, right now, most brands are really concerned about 2 main things. Number 1, if you haven't launched, you're concerned about your production, getting your production, and launching. And number 2, if you've already launched, you're really concerned about sales, right? And having a decline in sales and so on and so forth. So let's talk about 11 things that you can do, right? Number 1, probably the most important, and I'm going to talk about it a lot tonight, is work on your social media and specifically your Instagram. Most people, we're getting so many people coming to us right now, specifically for our Instagram services. It is crazy. And it's because they recognize that people are at home. They can't watch sports, they can't leave their house, and they're bored out of their minds, so what are they going to do? Go on social media. So now is the time more than ever. If you have been putting your social media on the back burner, if you've been so focused on getting your product and launching and doing all that stuff, now is the time to focus on your social more than ever before, because people are now on it. They're on it more than they've ever been before. And it's going to make all the difference when you come out on the other side of this. If you've taken the next 6 weeks, let's just say, hopefully this won't last 6 weeks, but I'm just saying it could. Take the next 6 weeks. All right, we're getting a poor connection on Instagram. So if you can't hear me or if it cuts in and out, hop on over to Facebook. There's always a better connection there. Don't ask me why. But hop on over to Facebook and our Fearless Fashionpreneur group, and we'll be in there, okay? So we have great services. Our Instagram growth service, it's guaranteed to grow your Instagram following anywhere from 200 to 1,500 followers per month. I know some of you are on our program. You're watching right now. So if you want to drop a little comment about how much you love it, we have people that are absolutely loving it right now, and they're killing it growing their Instagram. And it's all organic, targeted followers, no fake followers, and it's super affordable, only $150 a month. That is crazy, guys. You will not find a digital marketing agency out there that will charge that little. Second, we have our Instagram starter pack. If you're looking to help create content for your Instagram, you don't know what to be posting, We can create all the content for you. We create it, we give it to you, and that's only $250 a month. You get 24 posts, 24 captions, 2 sets of hashtags. All right, so email us, go to our website if you're interested in working with us. You can always book a 20-minute call. So, number 1, work on your Instagram, okay? Online community is super important right now. Number 2, start influencer marketing. If you already have product, start influencer marketing. If you haven't done it already, if you're already doing it, increase it. Influencers have actually reported that they're having an increase in sales right now, which is crazy. So if you need help with influencer marketing, we can help you with that as well. Number 3, start preparing all of your copy for social media ads. So if you haven't been doing ads or if you've been considering doing ads, definitely start preparing all that content for your ads and or start your ads, because I can tell you right now the ad spend for these really large companies is going to be cut back, which means you now have a chance to shine because there will be less competition on social media. So if you're thinking about doing Facebook ads, Instagram ads, definitely you want to start them now because companies are going to be cutting back. The large companies that you could no longer compete with, you could not compete with on a marketing budget scale. Yes, of course, you probably still can't compete with them, but still, the space is going to be a little bit more open because they're going to cut back that area first before they start cutting down everything else, okay? So definitely start thinking of social media ads. If you're having internet problems, yes, there is a replay available inside the Fearless Fashionpreneur Facebook group, so you can always watch the replay there. Natasha's a brick and mortar shopper. Well, you're not going to be doing any brick and mortar shopping right now, Natasha, so I hope you're going online. The starter pack and the Instagram growth are not the same. They are separate services, SIO, so definitely email us and we can tell you more about that. What do influencers typically charge? Angela, that's a great question. It really varies, anywhere from free all the way up to $5,000, and it varies a large part due to what their following is, how many followers they have, what their engagement rate is, all that stuff, as well as what they're actually doing for you. So if it's an ongoing long-term campaign where they're posting 3 times a month or something, right, and they're doing stories and all that other stuff, it's definitely going to cost a lot more than if they're just posting one post. So influencer marketing, we have a ton of Facebook Lives completely about influencer marketing, so definitely go back and watch those. Okay, so did everyone keep track? Number 1, get your Instagram in order. Number 2, start influencer marketing. Number 3, start social media ads or at least prepare your copy. Number 4, review your email marketing strategy, your funnels, etc. So I want to take some time to really focus on what should be your marketing strategy right now. I've been getting a lot of questions about this, and it's a little difficult, obviously, considering the times that we're in, right? So obviously you want to meet your customer where they are. That's always going to make sense. You want to make it relevant to the times and what's going on. I definitely highly suggest acknowledging the situation, acknowledging the fact that people are scared, that they're home, that they're bored, that they might be like losing their mind mentally, right? And so you want to acknowledge that. You want to empathize with all of that. Now is also a really great time to talk about what your brand stands for. So now more than ever, people are going to want to feel good about spending money and making a difference in the world. And so if you've already decided to partner with a charity, if you've already decided to give back in some way, shape, or form, definitely make sure that you're talking about that with your customers, that you're communicating that, especially at a time like this when it's going to be most important to them. And post, COVID-19, that's going to be even more super important. So talk about that. Transparency, definitely going to be super important. If you can't get your samples from China, let your customers know. Don't just make up an excuse. Don't just try to point the finger or put the blame on someone else. Be honest, be real. People know that people are having a hard time getting stuff done right now. And I guarantee you, people want to feel that authenticity and know that you're being authentic and you're not just trying to cover. So tell them your factory is closed. You can't get your fabric. Your samples are going to have to be shipped, 2 months late, whatever the case may be. Be really transparent with all of your marketing. And then think about how you're connecting with your customer and how you can do it in a new way, right? So right now, obviously, everyone's at home. No one can actually go to things physically. So maybe you host a movie night on your Facebook page, and it's a Facebook watch party movie night. Maybe you were scheduled to have a pop-up, and now you do an IG Live pop-up, right? Like, on your home computer, whatever. You pop on and you say, hey, look at all these cool pieces and this is how I'm wearing it, and don't these earrings look great with my shirt, and blah, 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 and you style it, right? It's like QVC on steroids. This is really popular right now, guys, and I'm telling all of my clients to do this. Also, I will say that in my opinion, now is not the time to put everything on sale. People have been asking, oh, should I discount things in order to get people to buy? Everyone's worried about their financial situation. People are losing their jobs, yada, yada, yada. No, in my opinion, it's not the time to put everything on sale. If you want to have a special, this is a COVID-19 2-week sale or 3-day sale or something like that, you can. But I would not prolong the sale, and I would not teach your customer to get in the habit that you're always doing sales. So that's really going to come down to how often are you doing a sale, and what are you communicating to your customer about sales? Is your company going to be one of those companies that's always on sale? If that's the case, then your customer is never going to buy anything at retail price point. And again, goes back to transparency. You're a small business. People are suffering. Businesses are suffering, right? So people have to understand that, yeah, everyone is in the same boat, right? People are losing their jobs. People can't get paid by their employers because they have to work from home, but they can't do their job at home, right? But you're a small business. Your sales are probably going to go down slightly. I'm praying that they don't at all and that you're going to soar at this time. But if you have an online boutique, your sales might suffer a little bit, right? You can't afford to put everything on sale because of that. You need to make more money now more than ever, right? So be transparent. Tell people, hey, this is how much it costs me to do my website. This is how much it costs for my Instagram ads. This is how much it costs for whatever the case may be, your production, right? And people will be more willing to support you if you're open and honest about it. So those are my tips for what your marketing strategy should be at this time. Tara wants to know, how can you help with influencer marketing? Yes, so we actually do influencer marketing in the sense that we will manage the influencers for you. So it's a huge role and responsibility to manage influencers and or to find the right influencers for you. We've already vetted influencers. We already know who's good, who's not good, what they're good at doing, etc. And so you can use our expertise and we can do the influencer marketing for you. Definitely email us, set up a 20-minute call if you're interested in that service. So let's talk now about real examples of what some brands are currently doing. So Beta Brand, for those of you who know or may not know, they've always had kind of this like dress pant, yoga pant thing where like it looks like a dress pant, but it can be a yoga pant. So literally you could go to work and then go work out and do your yoga all in the same pant and no one would know. And they've literally rebranded it as the work from home pant because they realize that everyone is working from home. And I urge all of you to go to their website, betabrand.com, I believe it is, and check out what they have on their homepage because they have a really great picture of a woman working from home in like 4 different situations. Like she's on her couch, then she's on her chair, then she's lying on the floor doing like a yoga pose or something, right? And she's wearing all the same pant, right? So they've literally rebranded and changed the name of their pant temporarily, I'm sure, to be the work from home pant, right? Because they realize everyone's working from home. Great idea. They are killing it. And Mindy apparently has already 6 pairs and bought them online. Awesome. So another brand, and I don't remember the name, please forgive me, but I got an email in my inbox. Another brand is literally offering a free face mask with every order. So if you order a dress, a top, a jacket, whatever it is that they sell, they will send you a matching face mask in the same fabric. Great idea. They're obviously capitalizing on the fact that people are running out of face masks. People want to look fashionable in their face masks. I love the fact that they're not selling the face mask, okay? It's a donation on top of your order. And yeah, they're doing it to entice you to get the order, but why not? You got to stand out at this time. What's going to make you stand out from your competition? Hey, Emma, how are you? Hi, Sharon. Hey, Truffle Design, South Elevation. Thanks for joining. Say hi, everyone. A pizza place called Helen's Pizza in Jersey City, believe it or not, is offering a free roll of toilet paper with every pizza order, which I think is just phenomenal. Maybe not a good example for a fashion brand to do, but hey, I'm sure they're getting way more pizza orders because they're offering a free roll of toilet paper. Yes, Angela's been sewing masks for friends and local hospitals. Awesome. That's so phenomenal, Angela. I commend you so much for doing that. That's so amazing. And then I also recently got a newsletter from another fashion brand this week that said, hey, here's 5 tips for working from home since everyone in the country right now is pretty much working from home, right? So they're capitalizing on what's going on. They're making it relevant. They're trying to still provide you with great content and great insight, etc. and at the same time make their brand stand out. And so they sell t-shirts with logos and sayings and things on it, excuse me. And so they're like, hey, you're working from home, here's 5 tips. Oh, by the way, we sell t-shirts. Wouldn't you like to wear a t-shirt at home? Everyone does, right? So we're having connectivity issues on Facebook, guys. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. But if you can't see me, or if it's choppy, hop on over to Instagram, or if you're having trouble on Instagram, try Facebook in the Fearless Fashionpreneur group, and hopefully one or the other will work. But this will be recorded and put up inside our Facebook group afterwards. All right, so number 5, after you've reviewed your marketing strategy, review your launch strategy for those of you who are launching. So a couple of options if you were planning to launch and now you're worried about launching. So number 1, can your brand actually launch at a later time? Like, is it possible to push back the launch 6 months, 3 months? I have a client considering launching an entire year later. Obviously, I know that gets tricky depending on what season you're planning to launch. So if you were planning to launch a spring season and now you're like, crap, it's not happening, I want to wait. You might have to wait till next spring because your line doesn't quite work for fall. Or can you make it work for fall? Can you change the color? Can you change the fabrication? Like, can you somehow shift slightly in order to make it work so that you can launch 6 months later, right? If you do plan to launch later, very important to start building your audience now. Build it up even more. The majority of the people that I've seen that are telling me they're launching are not where I believe you should be in a state to actually launch, which is, and I will give this away to you all for free right now. Get ready, write it down. 5,000 visitors per month to your website, 5,000 emails on your email list, 10,000 people across your social media platforms. If you do not have those numbers, I do not recommend you launch. And the reason is I've seen it time and time again. People without those numbers launch and then they get no sales and they hear crickets. So really, really important, if you want sales day one, if you want your momentum to keep going, day one, when you launch your product for sale, whether it's pre-sale or sale, make sure that you have those numbers. All right? It's a numbers game. That's all it is. And once you guys understand that, you're going to see the importance of building up your audience, building up your social media, working on your website, all of that stuff. And then another option, if you were planning to launch, can you launch with maybe a smaller line? So can you launch with just a couple of pieces of the line? If you were planning to do like 10 pieces, can you launch 2 and kind of see how it goes? And then maybe you launch the other 8 later in the year or something like that, right? So a couple of things to think about if you were planning to launch. Number 6, one of my favorites, use this time wisely, take online courses, okay? Now is the time to take all those online courses you've been putting off because you keep saying you never have time to take them, okay? A lot of you are working from home, which means you no longer have a commute. So that hour to 2 hours to possibly 3 hours that you spent commuting back and forth every single day, you now have back in your life. Take advantage of it, take an online course. And some of you, unfortunately, I'm sure, have no job because maybe you worked in a restaurant or the entertainment industry, or you're an actor or actress and your show is put on hold, or whatever the case may be. Take that time and really make sure that you're using it wisely, and online courses are a great way to use that time. Yes, working harder than ever. I love it. Natasha, what was the 5th one? The 5th one was review your launch strategy. Awesome. And if you guys, by the way, there's a lot of stuff I'm covering. I don't expect all of you to be writing all of this down. If you guys drop your email in my DMs or PMs on Facebook or below this, whatever the case may be, we will email you the cheat sheet. So you'll have all these things, okay? Okay, number 7, have a backup plan for manufacturing. So those of you who are in the middle of manufacturing or planning to get your stuff or whatever the case may be, something went wrong. I'm losing you guys on Facebook. I don't know what's going on. We're trying to reconnect. Okay, hopefully it's not an issue. Have a backup plan for your manufacturing because who knows what's going on in the world. It is literally changing day by day. And to be honest, this is when having good relationships come into play big time. We literally just had a client. He was getting his fabrics from Italy. And literally the owner of the fabric company called me up and said, hey, Christine, I know you're working with this client. I want to make sure you're the first to know. We're running out of fabric. We are selling it at a first come, first served basis. We are requiring you to pay in full upfront. Tell your client to pay us right now. That way you can secure the fabric. I literally got a phone call directly from the fabric vendor himself. Okay. If you don't have those kinds of relationships, it's going to be difficult in this time. And that's literally why a lot of people come to us and why they work with us, because of our relationships. I've been in the industry for over 15 years. I have people on my team that have been in the industry for over 20, 30 years. We have tons of relationships with fabric vendors, wholesalers, pattern makers, you name it, we have it. So a lot of people are looking to rely on those good relationships right now in order to come out ahead, and that's definitely one thing you're going to want to do. You're also going to want to up your communication with your factory. So if you have stuff that's out of factory, overseas, domestically, whatever the case may be, we're all in this together right now. Start upping your communication. Start asking them, how can we work through this together, right? It's not a time to back out of your contract. It's not a time to ask for a refund. It's not the time to, go MIA on your factory because they're closed, right? It's a time for you to really view this as a partnership with your factory, which hopefully you did from the beginning, and really make sure that you're communicating with them, that you're telling them your honest, situation, what's going on, and seeing what can happen, right? Because the more honest you're with them, the more honest they're going to be with you, and it's only going to work out better for both of you. So have a backup plan for manufacturing. Number 8, revamp your website. Get your SEO going. If you need help with this, hire someone. We do SEO for a lot of our clients. We've been able to get anywhere from a 25% to 200% increase month over month. And it's great because you can hire someone remotely to do this, right? So no one has to come into your home, or you don't have to meet someone in person in order to work on your website and get your SEO get your SEO going. So make sure that you're doing that you're focusing on that. I had a girl the other day, her beauty salon is closed because of the mandate quarantine, and so she's working on her about page. She's rewriting it, she's revamping it, she's updating her bio, she's updating her profile picture, etc. So definitely make sure you're working on your website, getting in tip-top shape order. Number 9, get your tax stuff in order. So obviously it is tax season. I know that especially here in New Jersey, at least, New Jersey, New York area, accountants are considered essential businesses, so they are allowed to stay open. And I also know that they have extended the deadline to July 15th, so they're giving people more time. Obviously, if you were expecting money to come back to you, you're going to want to file your taxes right away so that you get that money right away. If you owe money, you have until July 15th, basically, to pay it. So you have a little bit of more time, but definitely get your tax stuff in order. Number 10, mindset is super, super important right now, guys. Make sure that you've got the right mindset. That fear can creep in really easily. I don't know about you guys, but I do not watch the news, and the number one reason I don't watch the news is because it is all fear-based. I don't need to know why everyone's fearful or that they think the whole world is going to die. Okay, that's not going to be helpful to me in my current situation. So I pay attention to very, very small, few little news tidbits. Obviously, news that happens with the fashion industry, I'm all about paying attention to. But specifically, what's going on with the coronavirus. Yeah, I look at the numbers. I want to see, where the numbers are and that sort of thing. But I'm not consuming my entire day with news and being fearful. Okay, so if you need help making sure that you're not fearful and that you're remaining calm and you're not panicking, go back and watch our Facebook Live episode number 9, 5 tips for overcoming fear. I put the link on our Facebook group so you can go in there and watch it. Go back and watch episode number 50, how to not let your emotions take you out. I swear, I don't even remember what I talked about in that one, but I'm actually going to go back and watch it because I'm sure it was good, like all of our Facebook Lives, and I want to know how to not let my emotions take me out. And then number 64, Facebook Live 64, was all about 10 steps to organize your business. So if you do have a lot of time on your hands right now and you're wondering, what can I do to organize my business? Definitely go back and watch that. We had something wrong with Facebook. I don't know what happened, guys. I'm going to have to start it again, I guess. Maybe I can do it in 2 parts. We're going to try to do the Facebook Live in 2 parts. We'll figure this out, guys. One way or another. No, that's not what I wanted to do. And go back. There we go. We'll do a part 2 on Facebook. Hopefully it will load. It's very hard to do this with 2 devices. I hope you all know this. Okay, while we're waiting for Facebook Live to load, let's keep going. And number 11, the 11th thing you can do right now to make sure that you come out ahead and help others come out ahead, obviously, is make some masks. I am working with 2 manufacturers now to produce masks to get them to people that are in need, healthcare facilities, and so on and so forth. There's definitely a shortage of supply. I know Christian Siriano is making masks. I know Hanes is making masks. The government literally in New York City, at least, is willing to compensate you at some point for making the masks. So definitely make some masks because people are needing them. There's also a hashtag Million Mask Challenge. If anyone's been following it, definitely follow along and make some masks. So that's definitely something that you can do. So let's now talk about 10 ways that you can actually support others and especially small businesses during this time. So as of last week, I believe, the government announced a $1 trillion stimulus plan for small businesses. The SBA is doing loans. Facebook is even doing some grants. So yes, it's a good time to start applying for those things. Definitely if you have an accountant or a bookkeeper, definitely try to reach out to them to see what you would qualify for. Awesome. Jack Sadducee's making masks. Great. DDF is making masks. Awesome. I love it. Elvitanza, what's the average cost to hire someone to do SEO work for you? It can get pricey depending on what they're doing. I'll tell you, we charge only $400 a month. So ours is really affordable. We always keep our prices really affordable. But I've seen people charge $800, $1,000 a month. It really just all depends what they're doing for you. In my opinion, they can't be doing that much if they're just doing SEO. You shouldn't have to pay more than $400 a month. That's a very affordable rate. So obviously, it's a very isolating time. We're all quarantined for the most part. And in my opinion, now is not the time for competition. Now is the time for collaboration, more so than ever before. So how can we all come together, help each other, and get through this together? So number 1, I'm going to give you guys a couple tips here. And again, if you want all of these, I will email it to you if you drop your email in my DMs or in the bottom of this video. Number 1, shop online, and I'm not talking about Amazon. So try to help out small businesses by shopping online at small businesses. If you have a small business, you would want someone to support you, so go ahead and support someone else. Whatever you are going to buy on Amazon, see if you can buy it somewhere else from a smaller business and help them out, okay? Number 2, order food from restaurants. Restaurants are still technically open. They can only just do takeout. So order a bunch of food from restaurants, give them your support, make sure that they know that you're there to support them. Number 3, if you were used to donating to charities, figure out if there's people, friends, family, whoever that maybe you can donate to instead, right? A lot of people are hurting financially during this time. And so see if you can help them out personally. Can you buy them groceries? Can you get them some hand sanitizer? Can you bring over some toilet paper to their house, right? Like whatever the case may be. Number 5, write a review online. So now is the time you have a little bit extra time, most likely. Take some time to write some reviews. Have you worked with a small business? Have you worked with us? We have 5-star Google reviews on our Google page, which I love. I would love to get even more reviews from you guys who have worked with us. Have you worked with other small businesses, right? Help them out, write a review. Number 6, buy a gift card for later. So a lot of businesses are hurting right now financially, and so you can help them out by buying a gift card that you can later use at another time, whether it's a nail salon, a hair salon, right? The massage parlor that you would go to, whatever the case may be. If you know you're going to need a massage at the end of this whole thing, which probably all of us do, amen, buy a gift card now, knowing that you're going to use it later when this whole thing has blown over, right? Number 7, don't ask for refunds or try to negotiate price right now. This is not the time to negotiate price. It is a very tough time for a lot of businesses. Manufacturers are closing down, right? So now's not the time to negotiate, and now's not the time to ask for refunds. Yes, you might have bought something and maybe they had to cancel it, but can you just use that money towards something else? Or will they postpone the event that was canceled, right? And now you can use that money towards something else. Don't ask for refunds. Everyone's kind of in the same boat. You wouldn't want someone coming to you once you had your online store already and up and running saying, oh, by the way, we're going to return this because, you know what, my husband lost his job because of COVID-19. Yeah, a lot of people lost their job because of COVID-19. Does that mean we're going to all sit there and return all the clothes that we bought, right? Like, you have to think of it from a business standpoint. So treat others the way that you want to be treated. If you wouldn't want a lot of people asking for returns from your website, don't ask for returns from other people's websites. That's just my 2 cents, okay? Number 8, can you prepay for something now? So again, kind of along the lines of the gift card, right? Can you prepay for something now and hopefully use it later once this whole thing is blown over. Number 9, can you cross promote with similar brands? Now, again, is the time to collaborate. Can you figure out other brands that do accessories because you do clothing, or do bags, or do shoes and you do clothing, or they do jewelry, right? And you guys all partner up. You have the same target customer. You have the same price point. You guys can all partner up right now and do a Facebook Live together and do, Instagram Live together, and whatever the case may be, right? So now's a good time to start collaborating with other brands. Now's a good time to promote other brands, cross-promote other brands. And then number 10, can you offer your business services for free, or can you donate something? I know a lot of you have commented you're making masks, which I think is awesome. You're doing your part. If you do have a successful business, can you donate something? Can you offer a service for free? I know Tukatech, I'm going to shout them out right now. Tukatech is offering free use of their cloud-based Tuka system CAD system right now to all businesses, which is amazing. I know for us, we're doing our part by hiring some temporary freelancers. So I felt the need to go out and seek people that were specifically affected financially by COVID-19, and maybe they lost their job, or maybe they can't work at this time and their employer's not paying them for this time. And so thankfully, thank God, we've been in a really great financial position. And so my goal is to hire at least 6 to 8 people. And even if I can give them $1,000 each, that's $1,000 more that they have in their pocket. So we're hiring freelancers. Please do not email us any more resumes. I will say that only because we are overloaded right now with resumes. So please don't email us any more resumes. We're going to make a decision probably by tomorrow on all the people that we're looking to hire. So we're not really currently accepting any more resumes, but this is just something that we're doing, a small part that we can try to make somebody's life a little bit better. And then our predictions. What is going to happen once all of this is done and over with, and hopefully it will be over with soon? What's going to happen? In my opinion, I do think there will be a rush when things come back. There's going to be a backlog for sure, especially for manufacturing. They are already on a time-sensitive timeline, and now this is only going to push them back further. I would tell my brands, and I'll tell all of you, to expect 2 to 4 week delays for sure, if not longer. In my opinion, online sales are definitely going to soar at the end of this. I think Made in the USA sales or Made in the USA brands are going to soar at the end of this, because people are going to start to realize, I can't rely on China. I can't rely on Italy. I think a lot of things are going to come back to the U.S. I think there's going to be a need for more fabrics to be made in the U.S., for more garments to be made in the U.S. I think obviously some factories are definitely going to go out of business. I already know a couple factories in New York City that this is going to put them completely out of business, because they were already hanging on by a thread, and this was, the straw that broke the camel's back. So unfortunately, people will be going out of business. Maybe they'll start up again. Who knows? I do think that the world of athleisure, activewear, is definitely going to continue to rise because of all this. People are now going to get used to working from home. They're going to get used to wearing their sweats and their leggings and their t-shirts, right? I think the luxury market will suffer slightly. It never fully suffers, because people that have a lot of money, even if they lose a lot of money, they still end up with a lot of money at the end of the day compared to everyone else. So I think it'll suffer a little bit like any time that our economy goes down, but I don't think it's going to suffer drastically. I do think that the mass market, budget market is going to be the ones to suffer drastically, because those people that are buying that type of product that's really cheap from Walmart, from Kohl's, from all that kind of stuff, they already are paycheck to paycheck, and this is unfortunately probably going to put them in a bad financial situation because they already have no money to begin with. But at the end of it, I always say God is always good. Philippians 4:19, God will meet all of your needs. And so I'm declaring that none of us are affected by COVID-19, that none of us are financially affected by COVID-19, that we will prosper, that this panic will end, that the fear will end. This too shall pass. So I encourage you to stand in agreement with me and make the choice to not participate. Like I started this call with, I chose that decision back in 2008, 2009 when the recession was happening to not participate, and I financially soared during that time. And so I'm praying the same thing over all of you right now. So if you're with me, say amen. If you're with me, type in the comments, I will prosper. Declare it over yourself. Read it every single day. Do not watch the news because it will get you really fearful and down. Go back and watch those Facebook Lives I mentioned inside the Fearless Fashionpreneur group. drop your DM, email us, drop your email in our DMs so that I can email you the cheat sheet for this so that you have all of these tips. Go back and watch those old Facebook Lives, episode 9 on fear, episode 50 on not letting your emotions take you out, and episode 64 on how to get your business organized during this time. If you're interested in growing your Instagram anywhere from 200 to 1,500 followers next month, email us, info@fashionangelwarrior.com. Yes, amen, I will prosper. I love it. I love all the amens and I will prospers coming in. This is awesome, you guys. And again, if you want us to curate your Instagram, definitely head on over to our website. We have a great package called our Instagram Starter Pack where we can curate your beautiful Instagram feed, make it look very color coordinated, similar to ours. So if you like our feed, we will do the same for you. And if you want to put yourself in the best financial situation possible for at the end of this whole thing, definitely hop on our website, fashionangelwarrior.com/courses, take an online course. You will come out ahead, I promise you. So tune in next time for our Facebook and Instagram Live. We'll probably be back in 2 weeks. We're going to see how things go. If you guys like this topic and want to hear more or what's updated within the next 2 weeks, we can do something similar. If you guys want other topics, definitely let me know. And I look forward to helping all of you turn your passion for fashion into a reality. So have a great night, guys. Sorry about the Facebook Live. I don't know what happened, but Instagram turned out good. So hopefully you're watching on Instagram, or you can hop over into our Instagram stories and catch it for the next 24 hours. All right, guys. God bless. I love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.